Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our official launch webcast. My name is Abel Prieto. I'm the Communications Director for Neurs, the company built by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. Today, you'll witness the birth of Neurs.com. Neurs is actually the brainchild of our visionary leader, Frank Codina, and the incredible team behind this project. And what Neurs aims to do is become the premier online meeting point for entrepreneurs worldwide. So to kick off our launch, I'd like to introduce my friend and business partner, the co-founder and CEO of Neurs.com, Frank Codina.
Hey, thank you, Abel, and thanks once again to all of our teammates here at Neurs for all the great work that they're doing to put this together. And I want to thank all of our affiliates and leaders and people that are promoting the site and this project worldwide. A lot of them without knowing a lot of information about what we're doing. But today is a historic day. Today we kick off, what it is basically the launch. Even though it's a pre-launch to the March official launch, it is a launch because the website is now going to go active in about basically less than 1 hour, about 1 hour's time, we will go live. And so we're excited to have you here. And I'm going to go basically straight to the PowerPoint. I'm going to answer some of the questions that all of you have been asking. And I'm going to start with the first question, which is, what is Neurs? Well, Neurs is an innovative web project that will have the ability to go global, we believe, within the first few days from its launch. Our only purpose is to help connect the entrepreneurial world in the simplest way possible, while offering, for those of you who are really interested in this, an opportunity for you to profit from its growth. Okay? We believe that what the web does best, okay, is to help people get connected. And basically, people that are already looking for each other, basically what the web does is connects those people in a very efficient way. Some examples that we can provide you is, for example, Amazon.com. What Amazon has done over the last 10 or 12 years is really amazing. It's connected basically buyers and sellers of products, of things, through an online portal, Amazon.com, and it's really done that in an amazing way, not only in the US, but now worldwide. You look at companies, for example, like Facebook. Facebook is another company that's connected, friends and family and people that haven't even been in contact with each other for such a long time. It's helped to connect the world in a very unique way, sharing pictures and comments and things like that, quotes, etc., right? You look at, for example, LinkedIn, with the work that LinkedIn has done to connect, the career-minded individual, the small business owner, the person that's basically interested in going up in the corporate ladder. It's amazing. But you look at other really innovative companies. 8 years ago, Groupon did not exist. And if you think about Groupon, what is done of connecting, the small business basically that has an offer, that has a discount or a coupon it wants to offer to its target audience, and all of a sudden bring in the people that are looking for those discounts, that are looking particular for those products. That's right, highly innovative. Just a few years ago, if you talked about coupons, you were talking about basically getting a physical coupon, and now Groupon changed that for the entire world. You look at, for example, eHarmony, what is done for people, basically, and Behance. What a great company Behance is to connect the creative world, the world of the creative, the world of the people that basically do high-end design, connect them with employers, people that are looking for them. When you look at the websites, okay, that have basically just taken over the internet space, you can't really help to not look at Etsy, for example. Etsy, it's a great brand, a company that started, about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, with the idea that there's a lot of people in the arts and craft community that needed to be connected. Before Etsy, they were all over the place. They were basically meeting at hotel rooms, for trade shows, stuff like that. They were meeting basically online through different forums, and really it wasn't a connected world. Etsy helped connect the buyers and sellers of arts and crafts literally worldwide. And it's basically right now they have 20 million consumers, over $700 million in revenue generated. So these businesses are pulling in billions and billions of dollars every year. And all they have done basically is connect the world, okay? So the question that we kept on asking ourselves was, where's the platform that helps connect the entrepreneurial world? We couldn't find it basically. In fact, we couldn't find it, and we spent a lot of time researching it because it doesn't exist yet, okay? So we decided to create it ourselves. With your help, by the way, we're gonna be able to launch this platform and unite the entrepreneurial world in just a few months if we do our jobs correct, okay? So timing couldn't be better. Why couldn't timing be better? Well, it's no secret that the appetite for entrepreneurship is at an all-time high. All you have to do, look at shows like TV's Shark Tank or CNBC's How I Made My Million. the reality that there's 90 million people currently unemployed or underemployed in North America. And then people are enamored with the success of the modern day entrepreneur. Who are these people? There's the Google boys, obviously. Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook. Angie Hicks with Angie's List, okay? For those of you who don't know her story, it's a phenomenal story. This is an office worker, a person that basically was working for a venture capitalist and all of a sudden comes up with an idea to unite the world of the handyman, to unite the world of, you know, all these people that do home repair through reviews with people that are looking for those types of jobs. And what she's able to put together has grown literally so fast the last 5 or 6 years, and she's even taken that company IPO. A phenomenal story. Jeff Bezos, of course, no one has to explain what Amazon does, right? It's a juggernaut. It's an incredible business platform, right? So what do all these people have in common? What do all these people I mentioned have in common? Here's the answer. They made their fortunes using the amazing reach of the internet. And so today, we're basically presenting you an opportunity to basically do the same, to make history with us. This is truly a chance to be in a historic moment with a historic platform we believe is going to change the world. Every so often an opportunity like that comes along. And we believe this is one of those rare, exceptional opportunities that only people dream about, and you're here. If you're watching this right at the beginning, or if you're watching this within a few days or a few weeks or a few months of our launch, you're there. You're in the ground floor. A lot of people, wish they would have been there when Microsoft was created. They wish they would have been there when Apple got launched, okay? We're not saying we're going to be Microsoft or Apple, but we're saying we are going to be creating something in the technology space that is exciting, that is fun, and that is attracting already hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people by the time you probably are watching this. We actually are going to predict the following. We're going to predict that some of you that are going to be watching this webcast are going to earn some money basically by helping us promote the site. We have a really strong affiliate opportunity for you. And some of you are going to earn just a few hundred to a few $1,000s during the first 90 or 120 days of this launch. But we also predict that some of you that are watching this webcast will earn a lot more, as much as a 6-figure payday, $100,000 or more, a lot more over the next 90 to 120 days. And really, we couldn't say that if this wasn't a legitimate, really well-built opportunity to really go global. We couldn't say that. If we were just a local operation, if we were just a US operation, we would be limited. But the fact is that we're creating a global platform, and that possibility, that kind of earning possibility for our affiliate team is completely possible. We also predict that most of you, just for your marketing efforts over the next 90 to 120 days, are going to earn a very strong residual income for a very long time, for as long as your customers, of course, that are going to come into the platform pay for the services. How did this all get started? Well, a couple of years ago, I had a conversation with one of my brothers that really changed the direction of my life forever. My brother basically called me one day and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you. I want to be an entrepreneur." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, I want to be in business for myself." He had just graduated from Florida International University, from FIU, and he saw that the job market was tough. The economy was tough. The job market was tough. He saw people graduating ahead of him that weren't getting jobs. And at his heart, he basically didn't feel he could fit in the corporate world. So he said, "I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to meet with you." So I met with him, and I said, "Look, how can I help you?" He said, "Well, I need you to help me find my ideal business. What is the right opportunity? What's the right business for me?" And that kind of blew me away because I was taken aback, because I was thinking he already had an idea. And like most people say, "I have an idea to do this, I have an idea to do that, and I just need money." Well, he said, no. He said, "Look, I don't have an idea. In fact, I need you to help me find my business idea. You know me very well. You know the business world very, very well. What's my best business concept, whether it be a franchise or a direct marketing company? What's my best ideal company?" I said, "Look, I'll try helping you find that. I'll try doing that, but I said, what else do you need?" And he said, "Well, I'm going to, once we find it, I'm going to need you to open up your database of contacts. I need you to help me get out there and get me the right people to build my company." I said, "Great. What else do you need?" And he said, "I need money. I'm going to need the financing part." And I said, "Okay, great. I can help you with that too." In fact, I already had a dollar amount that I was willing to give him basically as a gift to my brother to start his own business. But I said, first I got to find him his ideal business. So I'm a lover of technology, lover of the internet. I think it has the amazing power to change our lives. And so I went online for the next week or two, looking specifically for a platform that basically would suggest to him which business ideas and opportunity were the best for him. Let me tell you what I found. What I found was a fragmented world. I found the world where there are literally thousands of web pages designed, okay, to sell you a franchise, whether it's the franchises themselves or a third party that's selling 200 or 300 franchise out of the thousands that there are out there. Those web pages are lead generation systems. They want to capture your lead and they want to basically sell you a franchise. But it's basically a regular old search. You say, I'm interested in this type of franchise. I have this much money. And it's basically you tell them that information and they tell you, well, here are these 200 out of 3,000. I felt that was kind of not what I was looking for. And then I started looking for opportunities, just business opportunities. And you know what I found? I found that there are literally blogs and pages after page that explain the different opportunities that are out there, maybe 20 or 10, but there isn't a general database of business ideas and opportunities where one can find the most ideal one for them. So just to give you an idea here, we found a fragmented business world, okay? There are more than 3,500 franchises opportunities in North America, more than 10,000 in Europe and over 20,000 globally, okay? So literally all these franchises are trying to market themselves through all these web portals, external web portals. There are thousands of business opportunities, social marketing companies, direct selling companies, affiliate programs in North America, perhaps 2 or 3 times that amount worldwide. But again, they're all scattered all over the internet trying to market themselves and not doing a really good job of it, by the way. And there are thousands, in our opinion, of generic business models, businesses that you can just put your own logo, your own name to, and you can get started with, but no one really has ever cataloged them or the word index them in one single database. So that's basically what we found. We found that there wasn't a single platform that united all these business ideas and business providers, business opportunity providers and franchises and anyone who gave anybody else an opportunity to go into business for themselves, okay? There wasn't a single database. And immediately the thought came up, I like big visions, I like big dreams, and I said to myself, wow, wouldn't it be neat if there was just one worldwide database of all the opportunities in all the languages? And I was, of course, dreaming of something that doesn't exist, but something that we are going to have and we actually are creating through Neurs. And with your help, we're going to make that platform available to the world very soon, okay? So my biggest conclusion after spending about 2 to 3 weeks analyzing what's available on the internet for entrepreneurs is that there isn't a single place on the internet, one place where entrepreneurs can find which business idea or opportunity are the most compatible for them. There isn't a single place where at the same time they can learn how to start that business with simple and organized educational tools. There isn't a single place on the internet that connects the thousands of providers of business opportunities, maybe even millions of providers of business opportunities and services to those people and basically the capital. So there isn't one place, okay, where all of these things could be found at. That's what I basically came to the conclusion of, and then it hit me. It absolutely came in and hit me. There are millions of aspiring entrepreneurs looking for business ideas, information, education, and capital. Every single day, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people go online and they type, what business idea is right for me? What business should I start? They type all kinds of things that we'll make public in a short period of time that you'll see. And literally around the world, millions of people are looking daily through search engines for their ideal business concepts, okay? And we said, wow, those are aspiring entrepreneurs. The market is huge. Then on the other side, there are a million of experts that are providers of business opportunities and services, of business services, that are looking for aspiring entrepreneurs. These people are looking for each other. And no one to this point had really built a platform designed for them to connect them, to help connect this world and do it in an attractive and do it in a way that's fun and it's interactive for both parties. And that's what we set out to do. We basically set out to build that platform. Now, people ask us all the time, hey, but Facebook already exists. Why isn't Facebook that platform? Well, it really isn't. If you know what Facebook is, it's a great platform to share pictures and comments and for friends and making connections. But if you're a business person, if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're a provider really, and you use Facebook to try to find your ideal target market, your ideal aspiring entrepreneur for either a service or for basically an opportunity, you're going to find that Facebook is not the right platform for that. In fact, we have a lot of experience. We talked to a lot of providers, and they are frustrated. They spend hours and hours and hours and hours, okay, looking online, looking on Facebook, and even looking also on LinkedIn, trying to find their ideal candidates, and they're not able to connect with them. Why? Because LinkedIn is a great platform to connect professionals, businesses, individuals looking to improve their careers, employers seeking them, and employers looking for specific profiles, but again, not specifically designed with the entrepreneur in mind. So none of these platforms were created with the entrepreneurial world in mind. A platform that's going to be successful has to be built with this market in mind. It can't be just for employers. It cannot have employers looking for employee or those people that are looking to move up their career, because then it gets convoluted. It's too mixed, okay? Same thing with Facebook. If people are there looking for relationships and friendships and quotes and funny jokes, and all of a sudden you come in too professional, it just comes off wrong. It's just not the right platform. That's why Etsy is successful at what it does. That's why Behance is successful at what it does. That's why all of these niche platforms are successful at what they do. And that's why we believe Neurs has a platform, has a place on the internet, okay? So I want to introduce you today Neurs.com and its mission. We aim to become the most important meeting point on the internet for one, the aspiring entrepreneur market, and two, for providers of business opportunities and services worldwide. So who is an aspiring entrepreneur? Basically anyone who would like to be their own, basically be in business for themselves, be their own boss. That's an aspiring entrepreneur, okay? Who are we talking about? They're all around you. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, family members, co-workers. Many of them will tell you, if you ask them, hey, have you ever thought about starting your own business? They will go, yeah, I would like to start my own business. But most of them have never done a single thing to do that. Some of them maybe tried a network marketing opportunity years ago and really never fulfilled their goal with that. Some of them have looked into franchising, maybe have even gone to an expo on franchising, never taken a step further on it. They dream of starting their own business. They wish they were business owners. They look at shows like Shark Tank, but today they work a job, they're unemployed, they're going through college, and they dream of a future where they're going to be an entrepreneur, they're going to be a business owner, but today they are not. That's a reality, okay? So how many people are we talking about? Just how many people are we talking about here? Well, according to a recent survey done by Fortune magazine, 66% of the world's population would like to be an entrepreneur, but most do not know what to do, how to do it, and where to find the capital. That's a reality. According to AFLAG, we recently saw a workforces report that they published in the US where they said 77% of adults that are employed full or part-time, okay, stated that they would leave their current position, they would leave their jobs to become an independent entrepreneur if they could. Now, obviously, they will have to know what business they want to start. They will have to know how to start it, and they have to have the capital to begin. The same three barriers we kept on finding in all of our interviews, in all of our research, the same three barriers keep on coming up. Recently, I did a tour through Spain, about a month-long tour to Spain to promote this opportunity, really through Europe. But in Spain, a news article came up that talked about how in Spain, they did a survey, very similar survey, 58% of people in Spain had the same desire to be in business for themselves, but they specifically pinpointed the three reasons why they didn't have their own business, and it was, once again, didn't have the idea, didn't have the capital, didn't have the connections, felt a level of risk because they didn't know the right people to help them get started. And that's what Neurs is all about, basically eliminating all that. So we're basically anticipating a worldwide market of about 400 million people that could be a potential target for Neurs, that could be potential users of the Neurs platform, and 50 million in the US alone, okay? So who could be a provider in Neurs? Basically any person or any company that caters its services or business opportunities to aspiring entrepreneurs can be a provider on our platform. Who can these people be? Franchisers, recruiters for direct selling organizations, business coaches, CPAs, lawyers, web designers, marketing consultants, literally thousands. Every day we keep on getting people that get in contact with us. And by the way, we appreciate all the messages. We've gotten thousands of messages that we have not answered. Unfortunately, we've gotten to a lot of them. We're just so busy over here with this launch. But messages, people, that basically resonates. The same thing resonates over and over again. It says, this is something that's needed. And by the way, I'm a provider of this, something we haven't even thought about. And I said, we can't wait to get on the platform and expose what we do and get ourselves on it. And it's really fun to see that, because then you begin to see all the applications that it could have, okay? So there are millions of potential providers that are currently struggling right now to find their clients. And I think that's really the key. These people need to find their ideal clients, their ideal prospects for their business opportunities or services, and they need a platform that specifically targets that. So providers need really a solution, a better solution that exists out there. We aim to create a valuable tool to help providers connect with their ideal market, showcasing what they do best while at the same time saving them time, frustration, and money, which is what it's all about. What do providers do today to find their ideal aspiring entrepreneurs? Well, they go to trade shows and expos. They use the social media platforms like I mentioned before, quite unsuccessfully most of the time. Expensive lead generation companies, expensive classified advertising. They waste time with a lot of the wrong candidates, unfortunately, okay? And Neurs basically aims to become a tool that they won't be able to live without. In fact, some people that already seen the platform have taken a look at it behind the scenes. That's a comment they made. They said, wow, if this really existed already, I couldn't see myself. It would be like me living without Facebook almost, like me living without X, right? It's like this is something that would be really needed. It would be a tool, something that I have to have in my chest, or else I couldn't call myself a provider opportunity or an entrepreneur. I couldn't call myself a business person if I didn't have this tool. And they basically got a glimpse of it because until now, very few people have gotten a back-end glimpse. And today you're going to get a real good look at the website behind the scenes, what it does, okay, and even our affiliate opportunity. So our mission then became very clear. Our mission is to connect the entrepreneurial world. That's what we're here to do. Well, enough said. Let's talk about what we've actually done. We want you to know this is not an idea. This is not something we're saying we're going to do. This is a fully functional site with 2 patent pending processes on it, and thousands of people, perhaps even hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people interested in what it does already. Neurs.com basically will offer a few types of account types, okay? For example, you can join Neurs as an entrepreneur. Okay, that's obviously our basic account. That's the one that people would join because they want to get their business ideas. They want to get entrepreneurial education through our platforms for that. They want to connect with providers. They want access to capital, etc. You can join Neurs as a provider. Okay, that means that you offer either a service or an opportunity to an aspiring entrepreneur, or you can join Neurs as a full access member. There are some people that asked for this and they said, hey, what if I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm also a provider? What if I'm a provider for a certain opportunity or franchise, or maybe I'm a business coach or whatever, and at the same time, but I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always looking for new opportunities, and I want to learn also. I want to learn, get matched up with other providers for my business, okay? And they said, could I do both? Yes, you'll be able to do both. It's called the full access account member. Now, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at the entrepreneur account and what the entrepreneur can do on our site. And we're going to go through this real quickly. And in future videos that we'll put up on the site, you'll be able to learn more about the actual inner workings of the site. But basically, an aspiring entrepreneur will begin its process by completing what we call the Neurs profile. What is the Neurs profile? It's nothing more than 70 questions. We have worked a lot of work has gone into creating this algorithm and questions that basically get to the heart of who you are. So we're going to look at, for example, your expectations for starting your own business. We're going to look at your skill sets, including what you've done in the past, what you're good at, what you're bad at, etc. We're going to look at your personality, your hobbies. We're going to ask you questions about, to determine your suitability and your adaptability, your capacity to adapt yourself to a new business that we're suggesting. This is very well thought of. And basically the idea here is to start matching these questions and these answers through a very intricate system that we have a patent on that basically is going to suggest to you now, it's going to go behind the scenes, it's going to pull a database of business ideas and opportunities that at the beginning, by the way, we're going to launch with a little over 500 of these ideas, companies, ideas, business opportunities, franchises, generic business ideas even. We'll have generic business ideas on the platform. And then from there, we're going to scale. And our goal at Neurs, I'm going to state the goal right now. Our goal is to index the world of business opportunities. Like I said from the very beginning, we have a major goal, a big dream that one day a person will know that there's a website, there's a place where the world of opportunities is there, where all of the franchises, all of the business opportunities worldwide, if something new happens, if a new idea is generated, our team and our providers and our network of our community will have it up on the site immediately. We'll have the algorithm work through this process, and you'll be able to link up to it within seconds from the time it's launched, and it could be in a different country than you're in right now. That's the big dream that we have here at Neurs. So we're going to go through that process, and then what we're going to do is we're going to present to our users their business concepts. We're calling them business concepts. What is a business concept? It's an idea. It could be a generic business idea. It could be a franchise idea, or it could be a business opportunity, a direct selling, social marketing. We like to call it social marketing or network marketing idea. It could be basically an affiliate, even an affiliate opportunity for you to join a company, okay? And these opportunities are all going to be in this database, and you're going to get the ones that are the ones for you that have the highest rating for you, okay, that have a number, a PCP score. We're calling it the PCP is probability of compatibility for profitability score. So it's a tongue twister. We call it PCP. And this score is individually to you. This is your score with that business. And what's really neat is that you'll be able to see videos from that company. You'll be able to understand how they train their people. You'll be able to understand basically what income opportunity they have, what their target market is, a lot about the company, all their social media links. So from one page, you'll be able to link up to that company, to that business idea even, okay? What's another thing that an entrepreneur can do? An entrepreneur can post a request on our site. And then a request to whom? To providers, okay? So basically a request could be something like, hey, I need help incorporating my business. That could be your title. And you could have a description where you could say, you know, I want to set up my own company, but I don't know if I should incorporate in Delaware or do it in Nevada or maybe my home state. It could be something like that, okay? Then through that post, you're gonna specify who you want to help you, what type of person, what type of provider. You're gonna say what location that person, could be worldwide, or it could be somebody in your neighborhood. You're gonna say, basically, you're gonna provide information, you're gonna upload files through that post. It's gonna be linked to that post, your files, maybe a Word document or a PowerPoint or a PDF file. And then all of a sudden that request is gonna be made available to a community. It will be searchable. Basically, providers initially will be able to go on our site and search all those requests and try to get matched up with people that are looking for them. So that's really what it's about. But our goal here is to then take that request and through, again, our algorithm, our business suggestion engine, take it a step further and suggest to people, suggest to providers, the aspiring entrepreneurs that are looking for them. What's the point? To create a match, to create a connection, which we're going to show you in a second. So again, entrepreneurs will be able to do these requests, okay? Entrepreneurs will also learn, of course, we're going to get a little recap. We'll learn what their most compatible business ideas are. They're going to be able to post requests and basically seek out specific providers for those requests. They're going to be able to search specific provider profiles, so they'll be able to go after the providers that they're seeking before even putting a request, okay? But now, finally, let me show you the last part that entrepreneurs will be able to do, and that's that entrepreneurs will be able to access an online educational course provided by the providers and the Neurs faculty. Let me kind of tell you what that is, okay? So we have a part of our website that we already programmed, we already designed, that basically it's an educational portal. Call it a university online. Basically, we're calling it online courses, okay? And it's going to have two types of users that are going to upload content to that online university. One is going to be, of course, our community of providers. So if you're a provider and you have a business opportunity, if you're a provider and you offer a franchise, you want to put up your course. So you'll be able to put up your content, your videos, your PowerPoints, all your information, and then target the market that you want to have your course be viewed by. Why would you want to do that? You want to do that because you want to provide free educational resources to your target market, have them watch your information, and then as soon as they watch it, as soon as they registered on your course, they'll be able to be linked up. You'll be connected in My Connections, a very private meeting room with those people. And so it's a way for you to prospect, it's a way for you to share what you offer, maybe give limited information, but at the same time capture interest for your cause. But we didn't want to stop there. So Neurs decided to create our own Neurs University classroom, online classes. We have now created about 16 of our 50 classes fully created in English and Spanish, which include things like topics like, for example, you know, how to do your business plan, how to incorporate your business, how to do your marketing, how to do your accounting, how to do your branding. We're going to literally patents, you know, copyrights. What's the difference between this and that? We're going to train you on all of those things, okay? And we're going to be adding more and more courses every single month after March, which is going to be a lot of fun. But we're going to do that because we want to provide great content for our community, for them to go in and say, wow, this entrepreneur account was really valuable. Look at all the Neurs University content, look at all the provider content, look at all the links I'm making with providers, look at all the requests that I can make and getting specific answers immediately. Look at all of the business ideas that is being thrown my way. Wow, this is incredible. And then they're going to be excited about it, and they're going to love their account, okay? So basically, that's just the beginning of what we have planned for the entrepreneur account, okay? We have a lot more planned. What is Neurs all about? Neurs is all about making connections, connecting the entrepreneurs with the providers. Well, this page that you're seeing right now is really what Neurs is all about. In the purple, you see the connections made through either an online course, a webinar, or through basically a business idea or opportunity. The yellow are connections you make with providers on the site. And green, that you don't see on screen, will be connections to access to capital and to access to lenders and investors and people that are looking for you. And again, this is all Neurs is a connections platform. We facilitate connections, okay? Now, what does a provider do on the site? Providers do something a little bit differently. A provider, what they do is that they go to Neurs, okay? And instead of completing a 70 questionnaire deal, they don't do that. What a provider basically does is that they complete a profile where they get to name their provider profile. They get to say, I'm a franchisor of this opportunity, for example. They get to explain what the provider profile is about. They get to put their picture up, by the way. They get to put up their files, their PowerPoints, their PDF files, etc. They get to explain where they're a provider at. So they could be a provider in a specific town, in a city, in a state, in a country, or globally, okay? They get to specify everything, even their target audience, who they're targeting. All we're asking these questions is to basically help later on to connect these providers automatically with the community once our community starts to grow. So basically that's the provider profile. But one thing that we've been asked, and it's true, is that providers can have multiple hats. So a provider will be able to have one provider profile, and then they'll be able to have another provider profile and then another provider profile. They could be, for example, they could be a business coach, but also that business coach happens to also be a provider of accounting services. So they can have two provider profiles. Or it could be somebody who's involved in a network marketing opportunity, but they happen to also be a coach of some sort. Or maybe they provide, I don't know, maybe branding services to entrepreneurs, okay? So providers can create their provider profile. Providers can post offers. Just like entrepreneurs create requests, a provider can post an offer. And basically, what is an offer? An offer by a provider is nothing more than the same thing as a request. They get to put, look, I'm offering this service or this opportunity. Maybe this month I'm offering it for this price or at this discount. And the idea behind offers is that, once again, you specify the market, you specify where location-wise it is, you put up all your files, and then now we're going to use the algorithm again to suggest to people, entrepreneurs that are looking for those offers. Initially, they'll be able to just do a straightforward search for those offers, but then the business suggestion is eventually going to kick in, and then that's when all the connections are starting to really flow. It's going to be a bi-directional flow of connections. That's really what we want at Neurs, okay? Obviously, I already explained this, that the providers will be able to create online educational courses. We're calling them now webinars. We're going to change that title to online educational courses. And providers will be able to create these courses, okay? And the whole point behind this, okay, is that they are able to showcase who they are, showcase their opportunity, showcase their services, so then providers can get valuable information and then connect with them, okay? So obviously, do a little recap again. Providers can create searchable provider profiles, can post offers to our community, can create and host online educational courses targeting their ideal market, and then providers can search for specific entrepreneur profiles. This is very unique. Let me share this with you, okay? So providers will be able to go to a part of the web page, okay, where they will click on entrepreneur search, and there's a search mechanism where they can say, okay, I'm looking for an entrepreneur within this zip code. Now geocoded a radius of 10 miles or 10 kilometers, you know, or maybe 100 or 500 or whatever, and then they'll be able to even go deeper and say, okay, out of all the questions they've answered, okay, out of all the things that they said in their profile, the entrepreneur profile, okay, out of all the questions, we have targeted about 35 of them that are key for providers to understand to get matched up with the right people. Now, we're not disclosing what the person answered specifically. We're not disclosing even the personal information of this aspiring entrepreneurs. All we're facilitating is a conduit to make the connection happen. So the provider can say, look, I'm looking for someone interested in a franchise that also is interested in nutritional products or maybe automobile products or whatever, and that also has this much money to invest within this range, that at the same time, and then you can literally just pin it down to the people, the exact people you're looking for. And as you'll see on the screen, what you're seeing now is basically the entrepreneur page, whereas after doing a search, somebody came up with 3 profiles. When you see the profiles, there's a little button that says connect. You click on the button connect because you want to connect with that person. You think that's your right candidate for you. Then you'll be able to send them a proposal. You have to send them a proposal. Explain what it is that you're proposing to them and why you want to connect. You can even upload files and all that. And then that person now has, you've created a connection with that person where there's an online meeting room of sorts where you'll be able to post up a message. They'll be able to have a conversation with you. You'll be able to upload Word documents and PDF documents and PowerPoint documents. And at any one point, as you will see, that there's a little red button that says disconnect. You could always disconnect from that. The other party can always disconnect from you, and the connection is broken. You're no longer connected with that person, okay? So it's really friendly, it's really fun. And by the way, one thing you will notice here is that we built this platform with the aspiring entrepreneur and the provider in mind. We've done a lot of research. A lot of people have asked us, how long have we been at it? We've been at it for a while. We've been at it for about a little over 2 years. We invested a lot of time, a lot of thinking through this. Nothing has been done carelessly. We've consulted with basically every expert on the subject matter that we had to. For example, on design and on basically layout and all the things that are important to the aspiring entrepreneur. This platform has specifically been designed for them. The simplicity, you will see it, how simple it is. It's on purpose. So you see that LinkedIn looks totally different. You will see that Facebook feels different. You will feel a lot of other platforms. Why? Because they're all designed for a different market and a different purpose, and ours has its own target market, okay? So, in fact, I would like to talk about how we get to our target market, which is our unique affiliate opportunity. I like to talk about that because a lot of questions have been raised about that. And so the last figure here within the site, you have the entrepreneur, the provider, even the full access, but the last figure that's really important within our site is the affiliate opportunity. We decided to market our site through an affiliate opportunity. And our affiliate marketing opportunity, by the way, is totally different than most things that are out there. Here's why. Number one, it does not include levels to obtain and maintain. You don't have to obtain a certain level and maintain that Salesforce designation, so to speak. There's no commissions based on sales volumes or percentages, or you get a higher percentage if you do this, or you get a lower percentage if you don't do that. There are no complicated rules or restrictions to explain to somebody or to understand for yourself. Okay, so it's really a simple, affiliate marketing program basically by every standard. It's the simplest system, and that's important to me because I don't like complicated systems. I don't like systems that are burdensome, that have gotchas and rules. So we've created Neurs.com and its affiliate program to be the simplest, most transparent, I think one of the best affiliate programs in the world, but I'm really proud of our program. So anyhow, let me kind of share with you some more information about it. This is what it does. It simply pays you for each client that you refer to the site, whether that be an entrepreneur or provider, that comes onto the site and that becomes a paying member. That's one of the questions people ask us, only for paying members? Yeah, only for paying members. If they're a free user of our services along the way, obviously you don't get compensated for that. It pays you, by the way, also a specific dollar amount, again, not percentages, for indirect clients that those clients refer to the site. So if we have clients that refer others to the site, we want to reward you. And that's really unique in the affiliate marketing world. The affiliate marketing world, everybody knows that affiliate marketing world, there are multi-tier programs. We're a multi-tier program, okay? But we're a very unique multi-tier program where we're really going to take the community seriously. We've looked at the affiliate programs that exist today. We looked at Groupon, for example, very powerful affiliate program. By the way, for those of you that didn't even know that Groupon had an affiliate program, just type on your Google search or whatever, Groupon affiliates, and there's the page. The first link will be there, and you'll be amazed. People make money basically recommending Groupon. There's a way of doing that. Same thing with iTunes, or even the Apple Store. Apple has been using affiliate programs, I think, over a little over 10 years. Very powerful. They generate millions of dollars in sales. They do very well with it. Other companies could be Amazon. People didn't know that Amazon has an affiliate program to promote products and stuff. Some of you have bought products through maybe a link on an email, or maybe you bought a product because of something you saw, or a social media link on Facebook or something. And behind that is a whole system that we will have in Neurs, that we have in Neurs for our affiliate community starting in March, that has all these tools that are basically designed to capture leads, to capture clients to the site. And so we will offer a very unique multi-tier client referral program. But as you know, most affiliate programs only go one level. They only pay for one, basically for direct customers. Some offer a little bit more advanced, the multi-tier affiliate program that goes 3, 4, 5 levels. We've created a system that basically says, look, if you help us build a community, because through your direct efforts, through your affiliate direct efforts, we build a clientele, we're going to go ahead and reward you financially for that. That's what we've done, okay? It's created this affiliate program. Now, it's not a multi-level marketing program in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, why? Because there's no levels, there's no percentages. In fact, you don't even know who those clients are, who those people. Our affiliate program only limits your information to the clients that you directly referred. But we have a compensation model that we'll share in the next few weeks that pays you for your indirect impact to our community. That's what we want you to know, and it's very powerful, okay? It also, going back to the PowerPoint, it gives you access to a global bonus pool, okay, that is calculated. But this global bonus pool is going to blow people's mind how it works, okay? We're going to take a certain amount of income from the site, and we're going to put it forth to pay and to incent our affiliates to not just do a one-time job and refer people, but to continuously do that through basically their direct referrals. It's a bonus pool paid on direct referrals because, again, this is an affiliate program, and we want to make sure that we compensate our affiliates in a very innovative way, okay? So we've even built, by the way, a calculator, a very simple to use calculator to show you the impact of that tool, okay, of all of our compensation tools. So what I like to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and exit out the PowerPoint. I'm actually going to take you to the site, and I'm going to do a couple of scenarios. You're going to see a couple of scenarios where you're going to see the incredible impact of this tool. So let me escape out right now real quick, go into the internet, and here it is. So here, basically, on the Neurs, there's going to be a page on the Neurs website where you will see two calculators, the 12-month calculator. There is a 30-level calculator, okay? Both of these calculators that I'm going to show you today are only for the entrepreneur account. So that's basically the cheapest account we have, the lowest paying account we have, so to speak, because we believe that entrepreneurs will not have to pay a whole lot for the services. With a basic account, they're going to have everything they need, while providers are going to have to probably upgrade their account several times in order to get all the benefits they want out of it. So again, providers, we believe, are going to pay more than entrepreneurs for the service. So assuming the very lowest level, let's say that you refer 10 people directly that become customers with the site, okay? And then you plan on every month thereafter through your affiliate marketing efforts, maybe to refer 3 people. And by the way, I know when I showed these numbers to some affiliates out there, they basically laughed at me. They said, no, we've done projects where we've referred literally thousands of people from day one to companies, and then from there, it's hundreds, if not thousands, every month. But anyhow, just looking at a really low number, and then again, assuming how many of those people refer other customers to the site, let's assume 2 of them, okay? And we click on calculate. All of a sudden, the website calculates, as you will see here, it calculates your income. So your first year projection is about $78,500. Your second year potential is roughly about $239,000 if those customers, of course, keep on paying for their accounts and they remain customers for 2 years. Now, that's the hard part to really target and understand. So we built in a cancellation percentage. You can see here, you can say, for example, 25%. What if 25% of all users cancel after the first month? That's what we built in. We built a model for canceling, okay? So we can recalculate and we can see what happens. So if after the first month, 25% of the people cancel, well, this is your income stream. Your income just went down to about $46,000, and then second year about $138,000. So you say, okay, what about if it's 50%? Instead of 25%, it's 50%. So you click there, you click calculate, and now you get to see that. Obviously, your income drops a little bit to about $23,000 the first year, $64,000, a modest $64,000 your second year, okay? But what about if, let's actually keep it at 25%, okay, for argument's sake, and then in terms of providers, okay, actually full access providers. These are providers that are also entrepreneurs, okay? This is what we call the full access account. What if 50% of the accounts that you sell, that you refer to our site, okay, that buy the product, become full access members? Well, if you do that, that totally changes the numbers. Why? Because once again, we're assuming now the providers will pay more for the site, and then your income skyrockets to obviously over $100,000 first year, over $200,000 second year. So now let me go back now and say, but what about if instead of 10, what if I can refer 30 from day one? And what if I don't actually refer anybody thereafter? What if it's 0 thereafter? What will happen then, with assuming 25% cancellation and 50% are full access account members? Well, here you see the income stream. It's a very powerful income stream, about $151,000 first year, $270,000 thereafter, okay? You say, well, look, I can probably do not 30, I can probably do 50 from day one. Again, our system rewards your direct referrals. It's really based more on your direct impact on the site, and the indirect impact is less, of course. So in this case, it's about $246,000 your first year and $441,000 thereafter, okay? But what about if you swing for the fences and you say, I want to go for 100. I believe I can do 100 from day one, and assuming, little by little they all refer other people and 25% cancel and 50% become providers, then your income is really going to be a strong income. As you will see here, your income first year is about $500,000 and about $874,000 thereafter. But of course, that can totally change. Why? Because you can change and say, look, I want to refer 5 people per month. Thereafter, I think I could do that. Obviously, I can do 100, and then I can do 5 every month through my marketing efforts, through my affiliate efforts. Then your income will absolutely skyrocket, as you will see here, to over $600,000, over $1 million your second year. So the opportunity is second to none. Now let me show you real quickly the 30-level calculator. The 30-level calculator is a little different. The way it works basically is that you say how many direct members you're going to have active paying on the site, okay? Let's assume that you're going to have, let's say, 10. Again, doesn't assume cancellation. This is just active paying members on the site. That could vary, by the way. You can have some members, cancel this month. Some of them probably, rejoin 3 months later, or some of them will pay for this month and then not pay. This is going to flow, okay, just like anything else. But let's assume that you have 10, and let's assume that each one of those 10 clients goes on to refer another 2 clients. Well, here you will see basically, again, this is our cheapest or our lowest level paying account, not the top one, not including the bonus, not including anything else. And of course, it could go into the millions of dollars because we have a 30-level referral program that really, really rewards you for the impact you've had on our program, okay? But of course, you say, look, what if every one of my 10, refers 10? How will that work then? And of course, that we even stops the level because we don't want to illustrate too far into the millions of people or whatever. So it's really powerful. You can actually get a glimpse of what your compensation can be. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to PowerPoint real quick, okay? And that way you can see the rest of the presentation and what we're doing, what we've done, okay? So basically, we built a very simple referral calculator for someone to be able to say, look, I have these parameters, I have these, how far can I get with Neurs? And then you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see, your numbers, which is a lot of fun, okay? So going back to PowerPoint, we believe everything is in place, guys. We believe we've done everything we have to do to get us to the launch, and we even have a world-class team in place to make this vision a reality, okay? Let me share with you real quickly the Neurs.com founders. Number one, I would like to recognize and mention the work and the effort that has gone into basically building our technology, and Kevin Martin has been named now officially the Chief Technology Officer for Neurs.com. He's a recent graduate of FIU, Florida International University, with a Management Information Systems degree. Kevin is responsible for everything dealing with our technology on the site, architecture, design, and he's really been a workhorse, just really been an incredible leader. We are blessed to have Kevin as part of our management team, and really his contribution has been invaluable. Okay, without him, we couldn't get this far. I also want to give you some stats about some of the things that Kevin has done to make this work, okay, and his team has done, by the way. So it's been truly a team, a worldwide team effort that's gone to put this together. We worked and continue to work with technology experts in India, and Puerto Rico, Ukraine, the Philippines, Egypt. We don't want to name all of them individually. There's just too many to name, but we are proud of your efforts, and we will continue to count on you going forward. We also have accounted roughly about almost 50,000 man hours of working of everything gone into the site, okay, from its database, its inner workings, its code, everything we got in place. Over 600, we just counted today, by the way, we just updated this today, 679,000 lines of code and counting to make this vision a reality. And I think that within a few months we'll be over 1 million, because we're just speeding up things tremendously. We also have used nothing but the most advanced technologies available at this moment to build this platform. I'd like to share some of them with you. For those of you that are not technology minded, this is going to sound like Chinese, I think, but we've used technologies, for example, like less CSS. It's a simple technology, but it's very efficient to make web pages load faster and be more efficient. We actually, the front end of our marketing side is built on Node.js. Okay, that's Node.javascript or JS, and basically Node is at the forefront of technology. So right now, for example, LinkedIn just did a whole conversion. They switched from Ruby's on Rail, which is a technology they used initially, and they decided to go completely to Node because it's that more efficient. So we built our front end on Node. Our back end is built on Cake PHP. Obviously, we used MySQL, etc. We're using Phantom JS as well. We're using WebSockets, which really speeds up performance. We're using Redis. We're using Memcache. We're using Nginx. We're also using Puppet to manage all of our servers and all of our scaling that we're doing, and we continue to do. We're still working long hours to get our servers up to where it needs to be to handle worldwide demand. Postmark, and so many other things that I'm not going to mention, but we've even built our own. I just want to say this, and I want to once again congratulate Kevin for this. We've even built our own custom Node.js framework. We're actually naming it. We named it AMP, and it's actually going to be an open source project that we'll share with the world to allow the world to collaborate on that project and to help us develop even more of our technologies going forward. Okay, so once again, the point behind this is that to let you know that we have really done an excellent job of putting together the right partners with the right technologies to make this work. Our second leader I'd like to mention today is Las Vitos, who has worked tirelessly basically at all the content and all of the businesses and basically everything that we have in our database right now, everything that we've worked content-wise. Las has been 100% responsible of, and he is also an FIU graduate, by the way, with a sociology degree, and has done an incredible job, and so proud of his contribution to our site. Also, Dr. Dennis Covier. I want to talk about Dr. Dennis Covier. Joined our program, right from day one, just been an amazing contributor, an amazing teammate to the Neurs project and vision, okay? He's going to be named our Chief Business Development Officer, responsible for all strategic decisions, as well as spearheading some of our marketing efforts, including, by the way, the book that I'm going to talk about right now, which is Start Now. Start Now is the book that we have done to go side by side with the launching Neurs.com. In fact, let me talk about Neurs.com. I'll talk about my book a little bit, okay? So me and Dennis decided that we need to document what we've done and what we're going to do. Really, this book is about a vision for the future. It's about a vision for what entrepreneurship should be, and it shouldn't be just about a technology startup. It shouldn't just be about some whiz-bang idea that you have to have in the middle of the night in order for you to become successful. Real entrepreneurship is about people starting mundane businesses, generic businesses even, starting network marketing businesses or social marketing businesses or even a franchise. Entrepreneurship is any activity when an entrepreneur basically decides to go into business for themselves. And we wanted to highlight that. I wanted to highlight that process. So we wrote Start Now, to basically accent that and to help us with our marketing efforts. It will be available for sale worldwide starting mid-March. You can look for updates on startnowbook.com. This book will retail officially for $24.95 in the US, I think a little more in Canada. We'll see when we go as we translate it and take it worldwide. But it's literally, in our opinion, worth its weight in gold, okay? And it's a little heavy. Okay, here's the book, Start Now. It is a heavy book. It's actually the way we did it is it has a dust jacket. It's a hardcover book. It's beautifully written. I think it explains everything in such clarity. In fact, let me show you some of the topics real quick that we cover in the book. We go into the book and we cover, why this is the moment to start now. So we cover the why of Start Now. We also cover the what of Start Now. We actually go into, if you're going to start a business, you should consider, for example, starting your own version of a proven business. Or maybe from a good idea that you have, creating your own business. Or perhaps you should, start a franchise, or you should start with a social marketing company, et cetera, et cetera. So we go into the what. We also go into the how. This book is about a how. We wanted to make sure this book wasn't bland. We wanted to make sure this book wasn't like generic. This book is very specific. We talk about where should you incorporate yourself, how should you brand your company. This is a great book in our opinion. And we also talk about where to start now. We give you resources for starting your journey, okay? And this is a great book, I think, for existing entrepreneurs, but particularly for aspiring entrepreneurs. And this book is gonna be going on bookshelves. It's gonna be going online. It's gonna be available online in March again. But we actually have, a few thousand printed copies that we made available during a short period of time this week. And after that, it will go off and it won't be available again until we're ready to market the site, because it's gonna go in unison with the site starting in March, okay? So that's the contribution that Dennis has made to the team, and a lot more, of course. And we've basically gone into great details to make sure this book is very successful. The final partner I'd like to announce is Rafael Leon. He will be joining us as President and Chief Marketing Officer for the site. He's going to be responsible for all things related to marketing and directly responsible for the reach efforts that we have put together. And you'll hear more about that in great detail later. Okay. Now, I also like to thanks and really congratulate all of our other advisors. The Neurs.com has great advisors on the team. People like, for example, Aruna Sivanasquez, who until recently worked at Google in Mountain View, California. He actually about 14 days ago, stopped working at Google, and now he's one step closer to getting into the Neurs staff officially. That's his goal, by the way, to come back to Florida to join our team. But really, he's helping us right now. Literally, I was talking to Aruna this morning. We've been in conversation last night until very late at night. We were in conversations with him. He was helping us behind the scenes with all of our testing, with all of our frameworks, with just so many of our code reviews, security. He is behind the scenes doing things that that are amazing. We're so proud to have him on our team, and literally worked with us initially here in Florida, and then Google hired him away from us. So that's a good thing when Google hires your people. But now he's on his way back to us, which is great. Abel Prieto, communications, you heard from him already. Mario Rodriguez has done an incredible job with online training, with all the things that he's doing, all the workbooks and all the things. He's just an incredible partner and leader. Arturo de la Mora, Interactive Media, all the things he's done for us are also invaluable. We can't even explain. He's here actually now with us as we're doing this recording and really helping us every step of the way, just giving everything he has. And Kijan Demas, kind of like the latest advisor to join the team, but he's an expert in broadcasting, has broadcasted to hundreds of countries on earth through different jobs and platforms and all over the world. He's originally from Holland, lived in Spain for a long time, so his connection speaks Spanish perfectly, and also obviously English perfectly, lives in the United States, and he's helping us here locally in our team. So I want to again welcome and thank our team of advisors. So, actually in the book and Start Now, we actually get into details how all these advisors and all their roles and how you need to build your own team. And this is important because, you can't do anything without a team. And we're just so thankful and proud of the team we have. And so Start Now is going to really focus on all those things, on building a team, on creating your brand, your identity, your mission. And so Start Now is a must read, we believe, for anyone that wants to be in business for themselves, but required reading for anyone interested in getting involved in our business. Why is that? Because Start Now will be the Neurs Manifesto. It's going to give you greater insight into our mission, our purpose, and how Neurs will change the entrepreneurial world. So we really want you to learn about basically Start Now and its powerful message, and learn about even our marketing approach. So let's talk about our marketing approach, and we'll kind of close the webcast with this, okay? We're going to do something completely different and revolutionary in the tech industry to launch a platform like this, okay? Instead of investing money and time and putting out our message via blogs and Google AdWords and in-house marketing people and salespeople and media outlets and all this kind of stuff, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to leverage the marketing reach, again, that word, of our users and reward them through an innovative affiliate marketing program like we talked about. Today, we're going to be officially opening in just a few minutes the Neurs Reach platform, an innovative portal that, in our opinion, is going to change the world, and it's going to officially launch Neurs.com into the future. As you will see in March, of course, that will be the grand opening of the back end of our site, the user side of the site. And I believe those of you who really get involved now in this reach marketing effort stand to receive a big payday by simply following 3 steps. So let's kind of cover those 3 steps. Number 1, you're going to receive an invitation, an email invitation, okay, to join Neurs.com. Everyone will have to have an invitation. If they don't have an invitation, they can't really join. Now, they don't have to have the physical invitation. As long as somebody already referred you on the site, as long as somebody entered your email and your name on the Neurs.com site officially, only on Neurs.com, you will get that invitation, okay? But you don't have to have the email. The email makes it into your spam folder, or if you don't get it for some reason, or you delete it, or whatever. You don't have to have it. You need to go to Neurs.com once you've been invited, put your email, put your name and all that, put your phone number even, and we will check to see if you've been invited. If you've been invited, we allow you to register, we allow you to log in, okay? That's basically what happens. You go to the site, you check to see if you've been invited, and if you are, you put in your information and you're in, okay? Now, if those of you who haven't watched the video, there's a really neat little video, a 3-minute video that explains to you everything that Neurs, it's really a curiosity video. We're using curiosity marketing to attract eyeballs, okay? And so this video is really neat because it's gonna show you what the Neurs platform is about, get you excited about it, and then after watching that 3-minute video, you can accept your invitation, or if you've already seen it, you can accept your invitation right away. The second step in this process is to watch the second video. Now, inside of the site, once you're logged in, you're inside, there's a second video that shows you basically everything. It's a 9-minute video that takes you behind the scenes and really motivates you to get into action, okay? That's what you have to watch. Watch the video, and then following, basically after that, right underneath the video, there's the invite platform. You scroll down to the invite platform, and then as you will see, you'll be given 6 open invitations that you have, okay? Once you send out 6 invitations to people and they accept their invitation, in other words, they go to the website, they put in their email and they click accept the invitation and they register. Once that officially happens and you have 6, we're going to open up 24 invites. So this is a credit system, okay? Now this is the way the system works. This is the way the system is supposed to work, but we made an exception only in the beginning. We don't know how long we're going to have this exception open. And basically the exception is we're going to allow you to import. We're going to allow you to import your contacts from Gmail, from Yahoo, from Live, from Hotmail, from a couple of other providers like Outlook.com, those types of web services, and you'll be able to import all of your contacts. It completely breaks the rule of 6, so that way, if you have 100 you want to invite at once or 200, we don't recommend you do more than that. We try to keep it down to about 100 to 200. We've tested that very successfully, and if you actually do that, you checkmark all the ones you want to invite. You get to select the language you want the invite to be sent out in. Right now, we're only supporting, by the way, English and Spanish, but our goal is real simple. As we're going to track the global reach, we're going to see which of the languages of the countries that we're not supporting their official language. So we're going to go ahead and add those languages very fast as the demand grows worldwide. And our goal is to be in every language and to reach the world, obviously. So basically, the system will bypass, it will break the rule of 6, and we'll open up the invite process. You can send 100 if you import your contacts. Only if you import will this actually be. What happens after that? Well, what happens after that is that you'll be able to track your reach. This is what we call the reach platform. The reach platform allows you to see on a global map, okay, where on earth all of your invitations are going, okay? Who's opening them, how many people you've received their invitation, how many they forwarded to others, and how many countries even. And we're going to be sending you emails, by the way. Don't be alarmed if you get an email that says, hey, You got a new country in your reach. Hey, somebody you invited is now in another country, a new country that was not in your reach before. So we have all these emails that are going to be going out that are really fun to keep you aware of your global reach, okay? So why is that important to you? Why is your global reach that important to you? I think it's really important, but here's really why. You can easily see how a handful of invitations can turn into hundreds, thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people that will also accept their invitation and learn more about Neurs.com. Okay, that's easily seen. But during the next 45 to 60 days, we'll be releasing more information about our service features, pricing, and even our compensation model for our affiliate team. So at some point in March, this is really critical, we're going to be officially opening the launch, the actual web portal for the pay service. Okay, so in the next 45 to 60 days, people will be able to learn more about the site. They'll be able to watch a lot more videos about the site. They even will go to a VIP section that they'll be able to see more detailed information, interviews, things like that. And at some point, we're even going to open the possibility of trying some of our services through the VIP site, which is kind of neat. You'll be able to test out the website a little bit. But the idea is that we're going to keep you sort of like on the hook, watching all these videos, learning more what we do, and really inviting more people. The next 45 days, 60 days, maybe even as much as 90 days. We'll see what we have to do to grow this reach. But basically, the idea is we got to grow this reach to a highest level. And then somewhere around March, okay, it could be March 1st, it could be the end of March, we'll see. But somewhere around March, we're targeting March 1st right now. Our goal is to open up somewhere between March 1st and the 15th. We're then are going to open up what we call the upgrade process. And then users will be able to upgrade to the pay service and really take advantage of what Neurs is all about. Once they have understood the services, the platform, once they've referred a lot of people, they'll then be able to upgrade to the pay service, okay? So that's what's really fun and exciting. And then you could easily understand that those that have the biggest reach will stand to make the most money once the upgrade process begins. It's that really simple. And as we talked about, we even built these very simple to use calculators, okay, that would show you basically how amazing our compensation model is. So the Neurs.com timeline, real simple. Over the next 6 to 9 weeks, we'll be releasing information on a weekly basis about what? How the entrepreneur account works and its pricing. We're going to be going through the provider account, how it works and its pricing. We're going to talk about the affiliate compensation package. We'll also be talking about the upgrade process, how that works, okay? How to market the site to maximize your compensation, the benefits of even becoming a founding member. That's a unique, let me talk about founding member for a second. Our founding members limited to 1,000 user accounts in every country on earth, okay? We'll have a rare opportunity to, number one, be recognized as a founding member within the site. That's exciting. And then our founding members will have a special package that will only be available to them. And when you see it, I think that they're going to be blown away by what it offers. Okay, a chance to be a founding member, a chance to have something very special, package that basically doesn't charge you anything. I'm going to release a little information, doesn't charge you anything annually, or consistently, or monthly, or annually after your first initial payment into the system, and it gives you additional annual credits to utilize on the site. It's phenomenal, and I think you're going to fall in love with it, and you're going to want to be a founding member. Trust me, and so much more. So. By accepting your invitation and officially joining the inner circle, you're also going to be kept informed through the live broadcast we'll be doing on Neurs.tv. We're always going to be using that portal to do that, and also through our emails and all kinds of things that we'll be doing to show you what we're up to. Okay, so what do you do now? Basically, begin by accepting the invitation you just received. You probably would have received it already. Recently, you probably already have it in your hands, probably in your email. Then send out 6 invitations as soon as possible. Try to get 6 completed invitations. And then follow up with the people that you send invitations to make sure they understand that they should watch those videos and that they should accept their invitation, and then encourage them to send out perhaps invitations as well. Basically, our goal here, and I'm going to end with this, is that you should do this as soon as possible. Get into action as soon as possible, because the word about this launch and its reach is going to spread very quickly. And you don't want to be that person that says, man, I wish I would have invited this person or that person, but all of a sudden they got invited by somebody else. And I'm telling you, this is going to be an exciting few months here as leading up to our March launch. And we are just proud and excited to have you on board. Once again, welcome to Neurs.com. Let's go change the world. Let's go do something amazing. And we're proud to have you on board.